Good evening, I'm Camelia and this is Kini News. A PKR leader has hit out at Noor Jazlan over his statement on PKR and Amanah. Said Badli said Noor Jazlan was behaving like a parasite trying to destroy the cooperation among the ruling parties. PKR activist Said Badli Shah Said Osman has urged UMNO to take action against its Supreme Council member Noor Jazlan Mohammed for allegedly trying to sow disharmony within the coalition government. He said this in response to Jazlan's statement yesterday, where he regarded PKR and Amanah as mere passengers of the administration. In a statement today, Said Badli said Jazlan's actions are like that of a parasite that tries to destroy the synergy within the coalition government. He added that it is unbecoming for a senior leader of a government component party to make such a disuniting statement. He said Noor Jazlan should be issuing more positive statements that contribute towards strengthening the government, as the cooperation between Pakatan Harapan and UMNO is now at its best. Badli also took offense at the UMNO leader's poker reference. According to the PKR member, the analogy used by Noor Jazlan was possibly an indication of the former Pulai MP's true color. He said he was quite surprised to see how a leader who holds the position of Dewan Negara Deputy President could make such a statement. A senior DAP leader was also among those who spoke out against Noor Jazlan. Lee Chin Chen urged him to stop making statements that can sow discord. DAP's Central Committee member Lee Chin Chen has urged UMNO Supreme Council member Noor Jazlan Mohammed to stop making statements that can sow discord. In a statement today, he said Jazlan should be sincere in working with Harapan component parties to ensure the stability and progress of the unity government. He said this in response to Noor Jazlan's remarks yesterday, where he had suggested that PKR and Amanah are just passengers in the coalition government and not worthy of being players at the main political table. Lee said the remarks were an attempt from within UMNO to sow discord among Pakatan Harapan component parties. He reminded Jazlan that DAP, PKR and Amanah had been together through thick and thin, and their relationship wouldn't be easily affected by such a move. He said Jazlan's remarks are baseless and stressed that every victory Harapan recorded was the result of all component parties' hard work and not the efforts of one party alone. Lee added that it also included close cooperation with allied parties, for example, in the recent Pulai by-election, where Harapan and BN working together led to a major victory that saw a significant majority of votes. Lee said this proves the importance of inter-party cooperation. Yesterday, Jazlan had chided PKR and Amanah for allegedly demanding to be given many government positions, despite the parties having fewer seats. Jazlan had also used poker as an analogy, saying that only UMNO, DAP and Gabungan Party Sarawak are considered skilled and experienced enough to sit at the main table. The Sultan of Selangor has consented to a fatwa ruling to declare JSPH as deviant. The fatwa must now be gazetted before it is turned into a law and enforced. Selangor ruler Sultan Sharafuddin Idris Shah has consented to the latest fatwa issued by the Selangor State Fatwa Committee, declaring that the leaders, followers, employees or members of JSP Holdings and its affiliates have deviated from the true teachings of Islam. In a statement on its Facebook page yesterday, the Selangor Royal Office announced that the decision was made because JSPH members were believed to be still practicing the Aurat Muhammadiyah or the Zikir Agong. These were rituals propagated by the Darul Arkam group, which had been declared deviant from the true teachings of Islam. The statement added that the chairman of the Selangor State Fatwa Committee, who is also the Mufti of Selangor, Dr. Anhar Opir, had presented the results of the committee's special meeting to Sultan Sharafuddin on September 30th at Istana Bukit Kayangan, Shah Alam. It said the Fatwa Committee also concluded that the beliefs, teachings, doctrines, or practices of JSPH and its affiliates showed characteristics that deviated from the true teachings of Islam as upheld by the Ahli Sunnah wal Jama'ah, both in terms of creed and Sharia. Further details regarding the latest fatwa will be elaborated by the Selangor State Mufti Department. A DAP leader has questioned what former Premier Muhyiddin Yassin did for the poor. This came after a PN component party leader hit out at Anwar Ibrahim over his remarks against the rich. Jelutong MP RSN Raya has hit out at Malaysian Indian People Party Deputy President S. Subramaniam. This was over his statement on Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's alleged attacks on the elite and the wealthy. In a statement, Raya asked the PN component party leader what its chairperson Muhyiddin Yassin had done to help the poor when he was Prime Minister. Raya said Anwar's recent statement that the government will not subsidize the education of children from wealthy families would benefit children from poor families as it gives them equal opportunities, especially in public institutions of higher learning like universities and polytechnics. He pointed out that we have often heard about children from poor families being deprived of chances to pursue studies in their chosen fields due to their socio-economic background. He also asked why MIPP couldn't just appreciate and compliment the Prime Minister's efforts to close the gap between the rich and the poor. He said his advice to Subramaniam was that it is not a sin to be born rich in Malaysia, but it is indeed a sin to not help the poor when it comes to the pursuit of education. He added that Perikatan Nasional will never understand this because it is a coalition of treacherous sinners. Corporate figure Nazir Razak has expressed concern that the focus on the 1MDB scandal seems to only be centered on his brother, former Prime Minister Najib Abdul Razak. In an episode of Keluar Sekejap Lagi, Nazir said they should look at the whole system and all those involved. He added that Malaysia needs to learn from all the systemic issues that the 1MDB crisis brought up.
But I think that he absolutely deserves justice, and I'm a little bit concerned that the whole focus of 1MDB is on one person only. That one, I don't think it's fair. And two, I think Malaysia needs to learn from all the systemic issues that the 1MDB crisis brings up. Right? And let me just also add that this system, it wasn't invented with 1MDB. This system has been evolving. The system Tun Razak put in place for the purpose of rebalancing the economy was abused for many reasons, for power, but also for personal gain by a lot of people along the way, and such that we arrive at that situation today. 1MDB was, an extreme, abuse of that system. And again, what we need to do now is reflect on this whole thing, and as a result of all the lessons learned, design something that will make Malaysia stronger.
Outgoing Bersatu Deputy President Ahmad Faizal Azumu has defended Perikatan Nasional Elections Director Azmin Ali. This was after he was reportedly blamed for the coalition's loss in the recently concluded Mahkota by-elections. At a press conference today, he praised the former Selangor Menteri Besar for his efforts during the by-election, saying it was among the best election machinery he had seen.
Saya mendapati pengarah pilihan raya kami yang berhormat Datuk Seri Azmin Ali telah pun menyediakan satu jentera pilihan raya yang begitu mantap. Malah saya berpandangan jentera pilihan raya kami sewaktu di Dun Mahkota adalah antara yang terbaik, dan malangnya keputusan tidak menyebelahi pihak kami, tetapi kami akan bangkit semula. Datuk Seri Azmin Ali, Datuk Seri Hamzah Zainuddin, Tan Sri Muhyiddin Yassin, seluruh kepimpinan Bersatu akan bekerjasama dengan lebih kuat lagi bagi memastikan kami lebih kuat di masa yang akan datang.
That is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. I'm Camelia. Thanks for watching.